Oh, that's cool. Neat. Okay, this Twitch. Yes, YouTube. All right, sounds good. There wasn't enough in there. What? 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 Say what? Okay. Host 00312, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it indeed. You guys pretty early. Pretty early. Alright, I would like to join this guy, but for whatever reason, I think his session is hung. There, it's here. So, okay. Now, I had considered today trying to do something that we might do for the weekend. I don't know yet, though. We can give it a shot. And that, my good friends, is Quick Paths on Endless. Haas 312, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it indeed. And we'll see what we can do here with this. Let me find the build I want to run. Moist. Okay. Okay, Ryasa uploaded a video actually, but so a couple things we're gonna do here. We're gonna A, play signals, B, barricade single, of course. We're gonna need some tar with slow overtime. We're gonna need, I don't know, I have Force Scorcher. That's what the point of that is. Okay, bring that. First, we're gonna need the dart spitter. Yeah, ice indeed. We already have those though. Butterflies, arcane. Yep. Combo points. Spike wall. Do spike wall stun? Yeah, probably. Spike wall and stun, and then flip traps. Okay. Got snow cannon. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can build this to get pretty far. I don't know. This will be, you know, we'll probably do a couple of trial runs here. They do this with no weapon. Oh man, did. Barricade. Tar. Scorcher. Leads the beam. Let's see. Dart spitter. Butterfly. Spike ball. Flip trap. Snow cannon. Okay. Now. Is this what we want to run, right? Is this what we want to run? Oh, qualities. I don't know what that means, but thanks. Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna try and run this endless, and we're gonna test to see if we can make this actually endless. This is the same build out that oh, stream qualities. Oh, is it good? Is that good? I don't know. It's pretty bad. Every time I start, it's really bad. But Riasa had apparently uploaded a video. I don't know what their channel is. But they showed a picture of them getting really far with this layout. I don't actually know how they did this without any weapons. But, yeah. So we're obviously going to have to cave this off. We take a look at this picture. This skated off. They're all pushed up here. The guy changes more often of nickname than pants. What? The guy changes more often of nickname than pants. Time Master, you're confusing me today, man. What? I don't know, but we're gonna try and run this. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to understand it, but confusing indeed. Okay, now here's the thing, right? You could run. We could start running Tar Laser, maybe. I honestly don't know how to start this. This is probably going to be the hardest part. The rest of it makes sense, and really the kill box in here makes sense. But this part, I don't know. See, the next question is, do we even do this? We could just do it up here. Like so, or whatever. Don't really have a ton. I really want to do floor scorchers, right? Let's even get a glimpse in this. Looks like traps down there. Okay, interesting. I don't know. That's not a damage here though. Okay, can we sell that for a snow cannon? And the snow cannons are going to be in the back, so what if we ran back here? Oh, whoops. I think those other two cades, we do that. Okay, so without those two cades, we are somewhat limited here to what we can do. And that's kind of our limit there. Let's see how this goes. That good? Yeah, obviously that's not the answer. How do we start? How does one start with this? Snow cannons? And maybe floor scorchers? A flip trap? I don't know. Let's give it a shot. We got the trap research trinket, so we can use it as part of our wave one. Well, yeah, clearly not. Maybe one row of lasers. 2 rows of lasers. Let's do 2 rows of lasers. Do 2 things of tar. We'll do one of those and those. Okay, try that. Heyo, Clayface! How's it going? What's up? Ouch. Maybe they let some of the guys through on wave 1. Maybe. Give it a try. Good, my guy. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Okay. Yeah, clearly that's not how you start. How would somebody start this with Cygnus and no weapon? And is Cygnus even necessary? Probably not, right? Cygnus isn't even necessary. Although, would be really good. For several reasons. To feign death. Right. Right. We could feign death in a really clutch area. Like on this tar, for example. Or one of the tars. And then, you know, enemies would get stuck on you, so they'd flip over more. You know, but you could run Egan without a weapon pretty easily here. So I'm very curious as to how they started. Let's try it with Egan and not run any weapons, because if all we have to do here is there's a place to hide, I'm pretty sure off the rift room. And we can run Egan. Dummy flip trap? Well, they didn't use the dummy, but I mean that's a possibility. What we're trying to do is come up with a way, or really kind of use this person's idea here, test it out, see if there's any improvements that we think we can make, and see if we can actually get something to last 477 waves. Because if we can, in this weekend on Saturday, what we're going to do is nothing but this map the whole way through. So here's what I'm thinking, because we need to hide from the gnolls, right? It's got to be a place for us to hide. Can I hide down here? No. See, that might be why Cygnus has to be picked, if he has to be picked. Oh, there we go. That might be far enough away. Actually, there's TNT archers. Clear my schedule. I'm actually doing that challenge now. We have 172. Can hide on the wall. Teddy King, huh? Yeah, I wonder if that... Well, maybe hide on the wall back here. Oh, like right... no, hang on. Doing the challenge right now. Did you start with Egan or did you start with Cygnus with no weapon? Yeah, it's just slow. I got you. Because I really think we might have to hide behind the rift, but... Oh, there we go. Okay, so maybe right there will be away from, which we'll have to test it. I mean, I guess I'll run that. Interesting. Hi, Faith. How are you? Cygnus is really important. Later waves, one shot from a TNT archer. Kill 4 barricades, barely survives. Okay. How did you set up your wave one? Was it similar to this? Because you ran it with no weapons, right? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Running Cygnus with no weapons, to be honest. Fair. Well, they died a lot faster this time, and I didn't do anything different. I mean, it works. They seem to just die a lot faster. Thanks, what about you? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Work was, there's a lot of work today happening, but that's okay. There. I don't know how I would run that with... maybe I could run the same setup with Cygnus. I mean, not a whole lot happened here. Need you not to get flipped. Until you get there. Thanks. Loadout, stone staff, trap reset. Oh, use the stone staff. Okay. Trap reset, rift, single cage, slow over time tar, flip trap, ice, foresaw. Really? Okay. Ice wall freeze, ice starts butterflies. Cool. I see. What about the burb? Yeah, he was playing on with my keyboard earlier today. Did I miss my challenge? Did we do your challenge? Oh, no, we haven't done it yet. Right. Yeah, we haven't done your challenge yet. All in good time, my friend. All in good time. I wonder if that's the right idea. I would not bring butterflies to Ripsaw. Well, your keyboard, are you sure? He was munching on my keyboard. Yeah. Oh, my keyboard. Am I sure it's my keyboard? Yeah, good point. Okay, those two go down. I just got this guy. I'll leash him around. I do the Egan skin. It's a pre-order. Got to bring it back to the beginning. There's a keyboard and a cocktail belongs to. Yeah. Well, actually, today or yesterday I think I ordered a brand new keyboard. So I'll give this keyboard to the bird, and I'll have mine. Okay. Let's get everyone up here. Ouch. Cost mana? Oh my. It's really good. I'm glad it costs mana. Like, it's borderline broken, you know? There. Sweet. Easy peasy. What if us are useless and wait, they can, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's fine. I just want to do a flip here in this area, I think. Let's run that. I don't actually know where I want my Scorchers. Probably in the very front, huh? Flip everything backwards. I'd rather just have flip traps everywhere. Then I can kind of get involved and kind of keep pushing everybody back. Oh, I can sell this. Let's do that. There we go. You guys don't have one? Get a quick trip. Get Rooster Booster. It's some delicious energy drink, I tell you. Delicious. Ouch. There's like a small amount of enemies that leak through every time. Oh, come on. Can they split up? I'll split up. Always focus on as much money as possible first 20 waves. By week 30, have most of your lava flip traps in place. Yeah. Why did Warwick turn evil? I have no idea. He got jealous of Cygnus, I think. He's like, Cygnus, you are better than me. If I understood the story correctly. This wave went a lot more smoothly. And how did he turn evil? Yeah, what is evil, right? What even is evil? Evil. Also, last night did physics only. Purple bad. Is purple evil? Let's see, the physics only flip, gravity, and push. I funneled them into a single path front lawn, and they barely got past the 5th tower, but sadly I wasn't paying attention. There's a mad path blocking strategy on this map. Is it the one where you kind of make like a little bit of a almost like a full circle over by the front gate? Like you build out here and then build it around the front gate? Because if so, I know we've done it on the stream. Yo, what's good, Someone? So I just finished a campaign and he's the last boss. Souped up on ripped energy. Yeah. Well, it's one of those cliche like bad guys trying to get a lot of power or something. Digivolution, huh? Making a Digimon reference. You're a bold man. But yeah, we've beaten this barricade only. and like a weapon or something by barricading around the front gate. And then all the enemies got stuck. However, it's not that great whenever you have to deal with sappers, so. We don't have the trap reset, we got the passive reset, I think. I think we have passive thing. Dude, endless life flip? Oh, well, if we flip them towards the lava, they might fly off. They'll flip farther than we can actually handle. Orc wanted to do what Gabs didn't control him. Cygnus not like that, so she banished him. Well, he banished him. Yeah, see, I'm when it comes to lore on this game, well, that's where my knowledge of this game ends, really. Probably should have waited on that one. There we go. And he taught a student who master orc control. I've done two. It's like, man, 1, 2, 3. Is Gabriella evil? Couldn't even tell. Gab was evil in the first one. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know anything about the story from the first one. Maybe I should. As an orc streamer, maybe I should know the lore, you know? Redemption arc, she's good again in 3. She's good again in 2. Okay. The only evil for the first one. But then whatever she did in 1, Borwick tried to do in 3. As well, the 4 scenarios are like the background story of them. So he tried to do it before in 3. Only kind of good in 2. Plane failed, now she switched sides to survive. Ah, okay. Too many messages aren't always popping up in the chat. I only see the screen overlay. Yeah, that's because they're chatting on Twitch. I have it showing up on the overlay because I have both YouTube and Twitch chat. I like this blender build. That's why I tried to read off all of the messages, so that way if you don't catch them whenever they pop up, like you'll still hear them. Okay. Yes, build's okay. Yeah, Twitch link? Yeah, just do an exclamation Twitch. Yeah. The Master Cygnus was just taking a nap during the whole thing. Yeah, it's down the bottom left. You'll see all the commands. I think I should turn video of the day into video of the week because I always forget to update it. Now, if this build is actually possible, This might be doable on quite a few maps. Actually, maybe not. This one's gonna require us to be able to flip enemies into the void there. Okay, now here's gonna be some barricading, right? Think you need a rift trinket? We'll try without a rift trinket. Because, like I said, we're kind of going off of this picture here. No rift trinket, wave 477. So we brought the same exact stuff. And we're going to barricade in the same manner. So a bunch of barricades up here on the top left. Now, I think they probably brought barricade heal. But hopefully this is AFKable. That's what I'm trying to do, is make this AFKable. So, well, yeah, it's better than the confusion flower because we can actually use it in spaces where it can't really use anything else up there. The only other thing you could run is like saw blade launcher, which would be okay, except we're not trying to do damage. We're just trying to stall them out as long as we can. So that's the idea here anyways. This isn't a challenge, but this is kind of a trial run. We're just gonna kind of get a feeling for how this goes, how this works, and then if we're able to get this to like an AFKable spot, then we'll AFK it. But not today. We'll AFK it this weekend on Saturday probably. I simulate crossbow range CC. They don't have any. They got no weapons, and they played Cygnus, and that's the thing. I don't know how you would start this with Cygnus and no weapon. Like that kind of baffles me a little bit. Like, I don't know how you would survive the first handful of waves. Now, obviously, right now, we're not having a problem. But, I don't know. So we're going to build this how we think we can build it. I have to go an hour or so, so I was hoping to see my challenge done. Friday. I'll tell you what, we'll do it Friday. Start the day on Friday with it. Okay, I want to build a cade here, and well, maybe we do want to build a bunch of cades here. I mean, what did they do? This is the corner piece, and then they built up. Okay, so yeah, so they built here, 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 and then up on this side. Probably just for more flip traps. I would imagine. And because you only need one section of it going up. Yeah. I'm almost AFKable, waves 179 every 10 waves or so needs my attention. Yeah, I'm hoping we can just like set it to run and just like leave. Even if I have to set up like a macro to use the trap reset trinket or something, which I don't have barricade heal like I said, so hopefully like it shouldn't actually matter if we have to use it or not. But Andrew, what's going on? My curiosity is, how did they get past the fire elementals? Auto clicker is set to 1 click per minute. Now it's 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute timer. Not much what's happening. We are going through a trial and error phase of this build to see if we can get it to where this can automate itself in killing without us needing to ever intervene. I mean, theoretically, we could just build downstairs as well, and maybe that's part of the answer, is to build some stuff downstairs. You know, we could have flip traps, you know, all the way up against, you know, hitting the far wall, and then have flip traps going over it to knock guys, like, over at that piece, but I don't know. Even the whole kill block trap. Well, that's true, yeah, that's true. But hopefully it's good enough to all trigger again, because everything will be farther into the kill box. You know, like if we triggered it here. So far, nothing's really getting through that very, you know, nothing's getting through very far. Because we can do a bunch of flip traps down here, flip them against this, and then do flips like right here, and that'll push them over that side. That'll help take care of some TNT archers as well. But my biggest concern is the Fire Lords. That's my biggest concern. We do this here, right? Yeah. So we'll do that, and then do butterfly underneath and on top. We'll extend it out forwards. Since we got barricades back here, I want to extend it out forwards first. But we do need to get our barricades going up here to flip the big guys over on this side as soon as we can. Well, not as soon as we can, but eventually. We just can't wait too long to do it. That's all. The sandbox and just AFK? I mean, yeah, we could have tested it on sandbox. I didn't think of that. I mean, is that something we want to try? Let's get them to flip over on that side. I think it is. I installed that flip setup around wave 150. I wish you did it earlier. Yeah, flip is the best. Flip is the best thing in the world. As far as endless goes, so like flip traps are probably #1 on endless. If you're just trying to get like, you know, late waves, because there's so many good, powerful wall traps, and floor traps kind of suffer in their overall power that they can bring to the table. So yeah, so this will kind of filter out the small guys, I think, more than the big guys. Hopefully it does. And then we'll get our barricades up here on this section. We're gonna barricade off this here first. So this is probably our first barricade, is this corner to this corner. And we'll start getting our flip traps up here for the big guys. And anyone else that gets through, of course, will be affected by it. I kind of want to do a whole row of it on the side. I don't know. I need to sell this barricade. Because they did... Let's see here. Yeah, they did their barricades here. Flippies. Need to get that money going. But you know, it'd be a cool mechanic is if the Null Hunters move faster, the lower health you work. That'd be pretty sick. Finally made it. All maps on 5 skills thanks to your guidance. To be honest, I need like 3 or 4 attempts to achieve my goal. Awesome, glad it could help. I've looked around at the best as well, so there are plenty of other great players at this game, truthfully. Oh, I said I was going to sell it. Okay. Do we... For some reason they doubled this. Why do they double that? Oh, they pushed this down here. Huh. I don't know why they pushed it down there. Why not just leave that? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Kansu! Just subscribe. Appreciate the sub, Kansu. Appreciate the sub. Yeah, they're all like getting stuck down here, which is dope. See, they're all getting tossed in that towards that back wall there, and then I can flip them over after that. Double them firelings. If I have to double them for firelings, then I can't AFK it. I need to be able to AFK it. Thinking about not putting these barricades here in this corner. Like, they have them right here in this first corner here. I'm thinking about not cading at all. Just building my first set of cades right here for one particular reason, so I can do flip traps go in this direction. Maybe help against the firelings, and if that'll do it, then I don't have to worry about them. Leave this corner blank. You know, just do the cut corner here, sort of thing. In the back corner, put snow launchers. This and the heavy enemies upgrades the one for the flip. Yeah. Yep. And gravity pillars would have been a really good idea, but I don't know if they'd be better than lasers. Because no matter how fast a runner runs, gravity pillar's gonna grab him, right? I almost kind of want to. It's not gonna do as good against the big guys, but that's okay. It's going to actually it'll help against the big guys, because what it'll do is it'll segregate the small guys as it pulls them up, let the big guys through to get flipped backwards, drop the small guys, and eventually let the small guys through. No cades there with flip over the fence, no traps in that far corner. You did that? Okay. Yeah, I think that's what maybe we should be doing. I don't know for certain. I mean, we'll set it up as is, and then we won't even worry about anything right here. We'll just let everything kind of flip over on this side. And then once we have like the back end of it, so this will be the front end. The front end will kind of like, you know, filter out a bunch of enemies. And then once we have everything set up in the back end, then we'll go back up here and then maybe build into this corner a little bit and see what happens. I'm really tempted to put those flip traps right there at the stairs. It'll flip the big guys down there. Isn't all flip traps better than flipping tar? No. No, they have CC reduction, meaning like the slow percentage is not reduced, but the amount of duration that they're slowed with the slow over time theoretically is reduced. I don't know that for certain, but that's how that would probably work. Like goes about 5%. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully this does the trick. But what it does, what this tar does, is it gets enemies stuck on each other. So as soon as they hit this, they'll kind of get stuck a little bit, even if they reduce their speed by 50%. Because their speed does go up, but it eventually caps. Now, the crowd control reduction is being frozen, being confused, feared, charmed, stoned, stunned, stuff like that. That's crowd control reduction. And so that's all duration stuff, not percentage like speed debuff stuff. So tar is still pretty good to use for that purpose. And it's a maximum of 80%. So if you have slow over time and they hit the slow, as soon as they leave the slow, a small amount of it will stay for them to be running at half speed while they run over the next trap. At wave 160, only one freeze trap damage trap. We got two. We got the snowblower. We're going to put the snowblower back here in the corner once we build the rest of this stuff out. Tar flip pattern is better at first for wave 70, tar flip. We might actually run tar flip for a while, and then towards the back end just run tar flip. Because I could see needing tar flip for the smaller guys because they have a higher movement speed in general. Now, once you get to wave 150, I think it is when the speed caps out. It's either 140 or 150. That's when the speed caps out. So if you can make it past that point, they're not going to get any faster. They are going to get stronger. I don't know if they have a max health or not. But yeah, I think you're right. We're probably going to do that. Probably going to switch this around a little bit. It's more expensive though. That's fine. We're not building this way because of the budget. We can even have some here. Tar, and flip, and tar, and then maybe flip this way. Yeah, we'll do that. 2 flip traps here in the center. Maybe not first. I do want to get some flip traps over by that side. As you can see, the enemies are flying into it, so it's always a good sign, right? Yeah, about the knoll. Only Zach. Hey, how are you? How are you? Let me translate that here. So. Hello, have a good streaming for the Alliance. Ah, for the Alliance. Guitar, flip, one orc will trigger both flip traps. Yeah, I can see that. But it might be better for the big guys, which is why we're going to do that on like the last run through the enemies are going to have. We'll do tar flip. Because they have a higher hitbox, or a bigger hitbox, so they might be affected. And if they get affected by both traps, then they'll always go over. I think. I've played around with this idea before, but not to the extent that we're doing it today. Probably run that, then do tar here. Maybe do a double tar, and then double flip. Not sure. Let's see here. They did a Oh, they did another barricade there. Yeah, okay. Smart. Big boys fall over the railing? No, they won't fall over this railing right here, no. Small guys will, though. They'll fly all the way over there and hit right in front of the stairs. Okay, do that. You know, slow from fire and slow from tar stack. I doubt it because the freeze from freeze does not stack. Depending on the trap that you use. Yeah. Depending on the trap that you use, there are different freeze durations, and they don't stack. But you can freeze them both. You can freeze them with both, basically. But you don't get any bonus damage, and the duration does not add on. It's not additive. So, using that as maybe the idea there, I seriously doubt it. We're gonna have to put some lasers at the bottom of those stairs. Yeah, we're gonna have to build out this way just a little bit. Because those guys are gonna keep getting knocked down, they're gonna take forever to die. So I think I should have flip traps at the top of the stairs and not use Floor Scorchers. Probably. If I use Floor Scorchers, it's not gonna knock the big guys down naturally. Although it is probably okay for combos. I can put that actually back here in this corner, huh? See, Floor Scorcher's back here. Like so, you know. For the extra combo points for the floor traps. Yeah. Yeah, money bags will be a problem with this setup, huh? Go. Cool. Okay, so we got that side built out. Get this side built out a little bit. Yeah, that should help. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need more traps here in the back to do damage for now. Go over somehow. That's actually alright. I think. Is that okay? Flies over. Maybe we should build more out there. Yes. I don't know, we'll have to watch. I did use to trap. Well, some of them are actually getting over there by the barricades. I wonder which one's causing that. Yeah, I'm not certain. Some of them are hitting it. Okay, I don't think we're gonna put them all the way in the back. I don't know, they're hitting... Oh, are they hitting the corner there? Oh, they might be hitting this. Might be hitting this right here. Bouncing off. Yeah, didn't even consider that. Hi, Jen. Jen just got back from the stair. Okay, we're gonna sell that. Wonder if we pull our barricades or our flip traps from down there out a little bit. They'll not get flipped over into that. Because I think they're hitting that corner. I think that's what's happening. Set it there. Some lasers right here. Yeah, I think that's going to be better if we build it there. We're going to pull all the rest of the flip traps out then. If they get caught on the edge of it, they're fine. But if they get caught on the left-hand side, they might bounce over it. Almost have the same setup. They seem like they get close, but they always stay there, go into lava. Yeah. One of them fell over it. Not sure why. But some of them are hitting those stairs there instead. And I think they're ricocheting off of the area. To die a little quicker than what he's dying. There we go. No. You get them all sold. No. You know, another theoretically good spot for the decoy would be against that wall. However, it's only theoretical if it was an actually good trap. Then I could see it being put there. But it's not, so. There we go. Now that was another worry of mine, are the sappers. When they blow up and the enemies die, that was another worry of mine. So now it should be pretty consistent with enemies flying off that side there. decoys are the time to play here. D&D archers. Or archers in general. Or the decoys in general. I mean, decoys would be pretty good. If they weren't decoys. What? Oh, I've just been messing with it. It's been around. So we got this for another hour. We'll see how far we can get. But this seems to be a pretty decent setup. I guess one of the real questions is it truly AFKable? And that's probably what we're going to have to find out on Saturday. Hey, Gene, do you work on Sunday? Okay. Oh, that's right. They're closed on Sunday. Never mind. Okay. Nice. Nice. Usually those money bag weights are pretty rough. But so far here, not so much. Maybe lasers. Maybe lasers. Gonna have to rewatch the VOD later. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll do your challenge first thing on Friday. I actually would have started today if I didn't forget that you sent it to me, but yeah, I'll try and remember it. I just want to be over here to sell it. Oh no, did he get stuck? Oh, there we go. I guess I just don't do that. This might be all I do over here. Another row of lasers. Okay, let's do that. Hey, loadout regrets? Well, maybe lasers instead of gravity pillars. Gravity pillars would have been a lot more expensive, but it would have helped us like get that crowd control. Maybe late game because it's only wave 31. They're not even half as fast as they're going to be. So I'm thinking that possibly gravity pillars would have been a better choice. Because remember, the best crowd control is enemy movement, such as a flip trap or a push trap or whatever. And when it comes to the smaller enemies, they run so fast they're going to run over your flip traps. But if you have a gravity pillar on top of a flip trap, then what happens is they'll suck up the enemy, they'll drop onto the flip trap, and the flip trap will then flip them. Because they still have to have the animation of standing back up. So it's going to help cycle them through. And on top of everything else, I mean, just we can float. We're gonna get rid of this last row here of traps. I don't think that's gonna be as useful as. I don't think it's gonna be as useful. What's up with the floor scorcher? Yeah, we brought it for some extra combo points. I'm not. I mean, there's gonna be places like here, for example, where we're not going to route enemies through it, so we can put Scorcher down for a little bit extra combo damage. more cost efficient over lasers. Not for the amount of space they take up. But as far as the control they give, yes. Now the lasers are really good for the sappers, and that's like the #1 reason to bring the lasers. It's because of the sappers. Yeah, but aren't gravity pillars? No. Gravity pillars are more than that. Gravity pillars are like 700 apiece. You're looking at like 2100 for 3, because it'll be 3 spots that you have to fill, like 3 gravity pillars. Yeah, they're like 700 apiece or something. Why not flowers? I mean, we could. There's just not a lot of places that we're gonna put them. Like the only place I mean, we brought this because of this. Hang on. We have 477. Here's their loadout. We brought the same exact loadout. So they didn't need to bring them, and you can see here they have the floor scorchers here, but maybe that would have been a better choice. You know, the question is, will they actually target things after that long as well? You know, are enemies going to be too fast and that sort of thing? That's the question. Okay. I think I'm gonna sell this still. Okay. Now, what did they do here? They just let them go straight down? We might push them over before letting it go straight down. When does CC reduction become so harsh that flowers will be useless? Oh, that's true, yeah. It's actually a good point. Actually a good point. Go corner to straight? Okay. So we can do that. What's up? Oh. Yeah, at that point, maybe Scorcher would be better because of the CC reduction. I mean, a little bit extra burn might help you with some combos. I don't know. Maybe the flowers would be a better choice. Or maybe they did the burn for the early waves. See if we can push them backwards on this corner. We're gonna do a double flip. No, we'll go backwards here. Do tar. Start building out this way. And go straight out this way. Up, down, around to the rift. This first portion should be pretty good, and anything that slips through should definitely get flipped by that, but we'll see. And we playing as he can get involved here. Should be good. I mean, with all the ice, the lasers are gonna be pretty okay. What are we doing here? Just showed up. Going as long as you can. Yep. Well, either we lose or we go until 8 o'clock at night, which is in 45 minutes. Wait, this is kind of a trial test run for what we're gonna do on Saturday. Saturday we're gonna play this like all day. We're gonna go far, and if we can AFK it, then I'm gonna like leave, let it run, come back, and see what happens. I haven't been able to do that for a while, but I've done that before. It just was on Stadia, so the only reason I left is because it just took forever to get done with anything on Stadia. What keeps the game interesting? It's the only thing I know how to do with my free time. What else am I gonna do? I'm kidding. Or am I? Or am I? I don't know. It's a fun game. I like it. I've only used flowers once on the basement. I was surprised at how key they were for my 25 endless. Yeah, I mean, they're good. Yeah. Setting challenges for oneself. Well, you know, back on Stadia, we didn't have scrambles, so we kind of had to. If we wanted to, I mean. If we really want Moneybags dead, we're going to have to kill him with traps. Moneybags might be the only thing that gets through. Man, firelings are already getting through, huh? I can't kill Moneybags. Yeah, push trap's 300. But gravity pullers are like 7 or 750. Yeah, they're more expensive, but I think they might be better overall for the sappers and stuff. Problem is they won't. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be better or not. Okay. You know, I guess eventually firelings won't target barricades, right? They'll just kind of like run through them. Because cash is very much needed. Yeah, cash is really needed here. We're gonna put more damage in the back. You kind of got the. They haven't even made it past this part, but they're kind of getting close. So we're gonna put more damage in the back here. We're gonna focus on that. We're gonna do that, and then laser, dart. Yeah, we'll do rows of darts here. We'll do lasers back here, and here maybe. Actually, I'm not too sure. I don't know if I want to put barricades back here or not. There. If I build my cadence out, one here, one here, one here, and then up here, I could. I just got a feeling like firelings are gonna blow up on those cades. Without the help of gravity pillar, they're actually gonna hurt them. Oh no. We got worried it's gonna fly back. And be like, no, it doesn't work. But it should. It should. See, this is one of the reasons why they need some sort of a money-making trap, right? So that way you could use that to help you build out your whole thing. I mean, I would love a money-making trap, but then you'd have to sacrifice something in order to do it, and space, and real estate, you know? So what about the lava? Yeah. Oh yeah, moneymaker would be great. Anything with ice and moneymaker combo? Hell yeah. Big old money trap. Yeah, that. What was that? That was the coin generator? No, coin forge. Coin forge. Yeah, I'm missing the coin generator. That, in my mind, is an even better trap overall. Because you have to spend money to make money. When you sell it, you get nothing. So you gotta wait until it's already paid for itself plus some in order to sell it to make any kind of money to get the trap space back. It's a long-term investment strategy. Whereas if the coin forge, all it is a strategic strategy, is just placement, strategic placement. It's not an actual investment strategy that you have. Think about putting these up. Ice cannons. They actually may shoot over here. Where did you die from? 6 coin. Sad times. Well, I've got to say, other than money bags, I'm pretty impressed with this setup. Now, you're right about me not using the Floor Scorcher, in which case I think you could probably bring a weapon. That would help you even more. Probably Stone Staff. Because even if they're stoned for a split second... Actually, no, maybe Wind Belt. Did you do Wind Belt or Stone Staff? I guess that's the question, isn't it? Wind Belt or Stone Staff? Because you can Stone Staff it instantly, like, locks them in place. And it affects everybody, right? So you could be over here, standing on the other side of this barricade, Stone Staff them right before they get to the flip, and then they get flipped. But they do have that stone reduction over time stuff. The Wind Belt's another story. Because the Wind Belt, you just push the little guys away, and you could easily take care of a lot of things. The weapon is crucial to get the attention to some of the big guys. Well, they should target you no matter what, whether you have a weapon or not. I like how we got a bunch of money off of that one. I guess we can sit over on this side. Well, you know, one of the reasons why we might actually do barricades is to force them all up against this wall here. Together. Anno, what's going on? Hey. No weapon at all? Nope. Yes, money bags is not worth any rift points whatsoever. He is also boss status, so he cannot be affected by flood traps. How did you beat the first few waves? I just used my double jump. I'd have missed the memo, I have no idea. He's gonna be pretty hard to kill though, so I think we're gonna leave him. Leave him where he is. Yeah, I think we'll start Caden up here, and hopefully that'll kind of push everything up into this spike wall area as they kind of do their thing. Yeah, so Egan's double jump is a stun, a knockback, and damage. And he's able to kind of take care of things without needing a weapon. Also, in case you guys didn't hear, they're going to reset the leaderboards for Endless. Since the Saw Blade launcher was fixed, they're going to reset leaderboards. Which is why most people wanted it to be reset. The problem is... the problem remains... that there's a mod out there to allow people to cheat the score. And since it's easily available, it's going to be really hard to crack down on what's a legitimate score and what's not. Because it's not a cheat score where you get to enter your own score. It's a cheat score where, like, every enemy you kill gives you a certain amount of extra score. And so it's going to be a lot harder for them to filter the correct ones from the incorrect ones. I think. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but I don't know. Maybe they can write the coding somehow to say if it's modded at all, then you don't get a lot of score, and just kind of remove all mods from the ability to get scores. I don't know. I could see that. I could see that maybe working. But I don't even know if that's a possibility, you know? Why would someone enjoy being on the leaderboards if they just cheated? Question of the day. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, why are they already? You know, you have like these level 3 accounts, you know, they're privatized, made in China, that sort of thing. Some Riffler when you're done with this Endless? Oh, well, we're playing until we're done playing tonight. But if you want, I can help you on Friday. We're going to be doing a Blue Bears challenge on Friday, streaming about the same time. And then we'll do like co-op or whatever. And then on Saturday, we're going to run this as late as we can, as far as we can. What's Blue Bear's challenge? His challenge is... Map is Split Stairs, War Mage, only movement, weapons, and traps. Wind Belt. Trinkets, 2 of them. Gravity, push, low flip, and such. No cades or freeze of any kind. So very, very build-heavy thing like this. But on Saturday, it'll be improved gravity pillars. Yeah, I'm still not convinced we want to do gravity pillars. Like I said, I mean, the lasers, yeah, they affect everything. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think so. I think gravity pillars would actually be the way to go, to be honest. Yeah. Then the question becomes, when we do gravity pillars, are we going to run the damage or are we going to run the duration? That's the real question. Ouch. Duration, no question. You think so? Might be right. But the damage will make sure that sappers actually die. Firelords, well, it wouldn't handle Firelords at all. Fire Elementals, yeah, it'll pick them up. The thing about it is when it lifts up a sapper or lifts up a Fireling, whenever it picks them up, they actually, when they explode, they don't do damage to barricades if they're next to a barricade. Because they're actually exploding on a different level than the barricade is, so they don't do damage. Or at least they didn't before. I mean, they might do it now. I don't know. But before, they didn't. I just haven't tested it in a while, and I think that possibly it could have changed the mechanics somehow, but I don't know. The damage is almost nothing by late. And we're gonna have the ice dart spitters as well, you know. Yeah, the Firelords really are the main question here. Will they be a problem or won't they? I don't know the answer to that. I mean, the most I can do is just put flip traps back here next to the barricades, right? And then anything that targets the kids will hit them. But like I said, I think Firelings will just eventually start running through the setup and not actually target any kids in particular. Yes, fall damage does count as physical. And if you wanted to test it, all you got to do is go to first endless map, have the first wave start running through. Oh, TNT archer, but I need him to die. Okay. Then use a crossbow stun, place a flip trap, let him flip over, see how much damage is taken. Do the same thing with stun stat secondary, let him flip over and see how much damage is taken, and you'll notice there's a difference. But I do not know how much damage they take. I haven't actually looked at any kind of numbers for fall damage. I would encourage you to test that actually, and then let me know if my understanding of the mechanic is correct. But I do believe last time I checked it was physical damage. But that's how I would test it if I was trying to test it to just verify. This guy needs to run through a little faster. Over the pillar, I start spitters. Yeah, that's actually that's also true, you know, because they'll be lifted up, so they'll take bonus damage when they're lifted. Into it, sweet. There we go. Alright, we're at 45. So far it's looking good. You know, almost 8 million score. Not bad. This is, however, the boss level. But we should still be okay. Just completed wave 200. Hell yeah, dude. Once you get past 255, it resets to level to wave 1. So if you can pass 255, then you can pass the entire thing over and over again. That's my goal. There you go. That is the goal. The goal of our goal. Don't stop. There we go. Okay. Looks like wave 1, but with the same speed and health. Nope. I haven't actually done it, but what I've heard is that the whole thing resets. The buffs and everything. I've never actually seen it though. But that's what we're gonna find out. Try to let me know. There you go. Teddy may have the answer for us. And since you're probably not gonna get there by the time that we end this, if you just want to put it in the comments of this video when it goes up on YouTube, and then people can check out the video on YouTube and look in the comments for Teddy's verdict on whether or not it actually resets at all. No weapons endless? No, it's easy to do no weapons endless. We have Egan. Egan is a weapon, and as a matter of fact, if you're trying to go no weapon endless, you want to go Egan, because you're able to essentially get past the first handful of waves where weapons count with just Egan's double jump. Does it get frozen or ragdoll animation? Does it? I think so. I know that the ragdoll animation stays. And I know when they come out of... Whenever they come out of the freeze, they're still ragdolled. So I think so. That one would be a pretty hard one to test, I think. You're asking all the good questions, Josh. Asking all the good questions. So I don't know if the double damage actually stays. I would imagine it does. You're gonna have, yeah, that's gonna be a tough one to method test, honestly. Well, maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Let's see. You could do, well, Scepter Dom wouldn't be too bad here either. Just mind control somebody and they'll kind of get stuck somewhere. But the mind control should, the duration should go down. Late game endless. Okay, so we do 2 lasers there, lasers here. Yeah, that'll work. Kill this guy. Let's see, how would you test that? You would test that with... I mean, when they're airborne and they're frozen, they take the double damage plus the extra frozen damage. The modifiers are applied together. So I know that is true. But I don't know if being airborne suspends their animation of being ragdolled. So that way they are quote-unquote airborne for longer as they're frozen. I don't know. That'd be a pretty tough one to test. I mean, I guess you'd have to probably... Let's see, what would you do on that? You'd want to go with the first, no, the second. Close quarters, right? Yeah, you want to go close quarters, endless. You get an ogre in the beginning. You want to go flip trap. and right mouse button, ice amulet or stone staff, crossbow. You shoot with the crossbow once. Well, I have the damage numbers on the wiki for the crossbow. So you could do that instead. But you shoot the crossbow once, check the number, do it again, but this time freeze as soon as they're flipped, and then kind of get an idea of when you have to shoot them as far as their animation is concerned. Like, you can even count seconds. You know, if they fall down and you count 1, 2, 3, you shoot them, they take bonus damage, and you see that in the post stats, and then you do the same thing with freeze, but you wait like 4 or 5 seconds. Because I don't know how long it takes their animation to stand up. I would maybe figure that out and then see if it lasts longer, yeah. Dart spitter go off whenever it's able to, or whenever someone's directly underneath it? When someone's underneath it within a radius. It has a radius. You can see here, as you can clearly maybe not see, it has a radius of a dart spitter size area on all sides of the dart spitter itself. So when an enemy stands right here, they trigger both. When they stand right here, they trigger the left one and the right one, of course. You can do exclamation specs. Down the bottom left, you'll see the commands you can run. Just run exclamation specs, and you'll see my information. Adrian there. I think when it senses enemies. Yeah. Enemies trigger it. It's got a trigger range. That Knoll didn't get stunned for some reason. Three by three. Wow. It's technically a 6 by 3, right? But it's only a 6 by 3 if you're counting grid squares. Grid squares were a thing in Stadia. You could turn them on, so when you place traps, you could see like this grid pattern. So you could figure out the size of traps and stuff. They got rid of it for some reason. 9 by 9. No, it should be 6 by 6. So a tar trap is a 2 by 2 square, for example. And so the dart spitter is a 2 by 2, meaning you have, 3 of them making a box of 9 of those total. You'd have 6 on one side, and then by 6 on the other side. So it's a 6 by 6 square around the 2 by 2 center. But then the height distance is just 3 squares, which is 3 butterfly traps put together. So 3 butterfly traps tall is the height trigger range. And then, if you had them vertically, then 6 butterflies long is the dimensions for length and width. So it's a 6 by 6 by 3 trap. Yeah, rip grid squares. I don't know why they took them out of Stadia too. I don't know. I think when they updated Stadia, all they did was copy and paste the game as it currently is, and they just put it in Stadia. Because they removed the grid squares, and it's just like, I wanted that, I wanted it. I wanted it for this too. I even asked them to, if there's one thing I want them to put in this game, it's grid squares. Makes it so much easier to explain everything when you have something visual to like base off of. But why am I playing Egan? Because I don't need to bring a weapon if I bring Egan. Plus he can stun everyone. You do this. You even send enemies backwards a little bit. Can you actually bind stone staff stun to right click while shooting crossbow left click? Or just fast switch? Yeah, you could probably write a macro with some third-party software. I just switch between them myself. So if you've seen any of my stuff, I just use my fingers to do that. It's easy enough. But I'm sure you could probably write some kind of macro. Okay, so here we want to do probably snowblowers. Maybe anything like a pack of 4. Then a dart spitter, a dart spitter, and a dart spitter. I don't know. I don't know yet. But I don't think you can't find a specific weapon right mouse button to anything. It's just weapon right mouse button, or weapon secondary is right, weapon primary is left, regardless of the weapon. Gravity pillars, I'm fairly sure they do damage, but the damage that gravity pillars do is very small. So they're really not going to look like they do anything at all. But they don't do anything other than a very small amount of damage. But you just wanted good. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in the game stopping you from using a macro. Like, there's nothing in the game that like has a built-in macro. I actually used to use one back on Stadia, because you would disconnect after 15 minutes of not clicking any buttons. So I had to set one up, and then I went AFK for like a whole night. I like went to bed and woke up, and I was still playing Endless, and I had to use the macro to click on number 1, trigger number 1, and then right click, so that way I'll go back to my weapon, and then left click every 15 or every like minute as I like hid somewhere, and then did the trap reset every minute and a half or whatever. It got to the point where the macro would click, but then the game was so far behind because there was so much lag that it wouldn't actually activate until like 3 minutes later. Pretty bizarre, but that was Stadia for you. What games did I play before Unchained? You know, I tried to give Roller Coaster Tycoon a chance on the channel, anyways. I would say Balloons Tower Defense 6. Actually, before Unchained, did I play before Unchained? I played League of Legends with my buddy T-Wald, but that was more of a recreational kind of thing, not like this serious kind of thing. Oh, Age of Empires. Yeah, Age of Empires 2. I was trying to think. I'm like, what game do I play? Yeah, that's the one. Let's see. Anything else? Well, I played Warcraft 3 tower defense games, but it's more of like every once in a while I'll load up the game and play. But maybe not before Unchained, though. That's the thing. I don't really remember life before Unchained. Because I found out about Unchained when I was in the military, And before the military, I didn't really play a lot of games other than with friends, such as League of Legends, Killing Floor, um, Dungeons and Dragons, of course. Let's see, what else? I mean, I played the games that I enjoyed from a childhood, like Majesty, the Fantasy Kingdom Sim, Dungeon Keeper. Trying to think. Oh, I played Dark Souls in the very beginning of the Marine Corps career. That's actually kind of what got me into it. There's this guy named Sheridan, last name, of course. I don't remember his first name. And he convinced me to buy a gaming laptop my first year in. And so I did, and we got Dark Souls. And I played Dark Souls quite a bit. Dark Souls 2. So... Do you earn more skulls in campaign on higher difficulties? Yes. But not because it's a higher difficulty. You get it if you haven't played the higher difficulty yet. There are 5 skulls per difficulty per map that you get for playing and beating the map, with part-time included. And no loss of life. But then after you get those 5 skulls, you don't necessarily get any more skulls or less skulls, depending on which difficulty you play at. Okay, chances are nothing's going to trigger in this corner, so I'm going to do snow cannons back here. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close to the end of the stream today. Plus extra skulls for new high scores. Well, yeah. And that's per difficulty as well. So if you get, like, for example, because the score is divided between difficulties. So if you go into Apprentice and you get 50, score or whatever. Or 600. 600 is technically the lowest on the first map that you can get. So if you go into Apprentice, you get 600 score, and then it says you got the highest score, you get a skull. But then you go into War Mage and you get 600. It's going to say the same thing because it's per difficulty. I just joined. I know. Sorry. This is what happens when I go get a job. Oh crap! Someone got through. Being responsible, yeah. Yeah, I even had to pull some of my stocks to sell them to make a couple of months rent just in case. Like a responsible freaking adult. Tried not to. I was like, I just want to play Orcs Must Die 3 for the rest of my life. But I would need robots' help to do that, I think. Are you testing this? Yeah, sorta. Saturday we're gonna try and get as far as possible on this map, and that might be beating 255, which resets the map. Once you can build up to that point, you can just last forever. So the goal is 255 as the wave, and I think this is a good way to do it. We're going to try gravity pillars as well, instead of lasers. Friday, however, we're going to do True Boost Challenge. We're going to play with Anno if Anno's on. What do you mean it gets reset when you get to 255? It gets reset at 255. Here, let me sell these Kate so we can lose here, and then I'll show you. Stuck. He's getting there. He's dead. So they don't shoot up there. That's a little bit unfortunate. Or enemies get easier. No, just resets like everything. Like, let me pull this information up here. Let's see here. It was Gary who found that out. I think it was. So he says the HP they had at 250 was much less than that of previous 250. Because we have the information for the endless modifiers per level is listed in the wiki page. When you go under endless, it'll be under there. OMD3 rest of your life. What about OMD 43? Well, hopefully there's not a 43rd in 30 to 40 years, but yeah, definitely, dude. If they brought back Unchained, I would just go back to Unchained, to be honest. If they brought it back with its full glory and multiplayer and all that stuff, because there's a lot of cool stuff about it that I really loved. And then maybe even sprinkle a little bit of 3 on there, you know? Like, I hate flyers, but flyers would be okay. He did it on close quarters. I think it was close quarters. Which one was it? Oh, side entrance. That's the one it was. So he went pretty far. I don't remember. Anyways, Gray here has gone past 255 as well as what we saw earlier. Ryasa has also gotten past it, and Ryasa also says down in quick paths that they uploaded a video showing wave 450 complete. So go ahead and look for that. I'm gonna look for that. I don't know where that is exactly. But that should show you once you get to past 255, it should reset to 256. Now, we have somebody in chat who's going to also help confirm that, Teddy King. I asked Teddy to, when the stream is over, the video gets uploaded to YouTube. And when it gets uploaded to YouTube, I asked him to comment on it with what he finds. If it actually resets completely, the enemies are super easy to kill and all that stuff after 255. But somewhere we talked about it. I don't remember exactly, and we got a little bit of confirmation there that it does reset. So look for that as well. Look for those comments. If Teddy's able to get that, and we'll test out stuff on Saturday to get there that far. Okay, let's go ahead and so 53 waves. We weren't struggling too bad. Wave 209 now. Okay, cool. I'll comment. All right, so look for that comment in the video after it gets uploaded on YouTube. Let Teddy or Rex there on Twitch, let him get that far, and we'll see it. Okay, so let's get somebody hosted or rated, and I'll hang out with you guys for probably about 30 minutes or so. Somebody playing Orcs Must Die. This guy's doing a fundraiser to save Jonathan's eyes. Okay. Sure. I guess. I don't know what that means, but okay. Cool. Let's get the raid going. For YouTube, I will spell raid. Here we go. For YouTube, I'll send you guys the link. Join me over there. If you want, you can try and convince him to use a decoy. Let him know that it's like pro meta strategy, and that if he's not using it, then there you go. And some sort of screen recording software so I can record 255 to 256. OBS, just OBS, the regular one. You don't have to do Streamlabs, just OBS, and you can do that. Yeah, that's what I'd recommend. All right, let's go ahead and hit the raid. And Rex, if you want to, you can send me stuff on Discord if you need help like setting it up or whatever. All right, let's head on over.